Hello everyone and welcome back. This week we are continuing to work on our Moonwood Mills save file, and we are building a Lumberjack Shack. Yes, I had to make it rhyme because I couldn't help it. So the Lumberjack Shack is a starter home because every save file needs a starter home. I would love to do more starter homes than one, but I think we're only going to have one in this world because there are only 5 lots. And yeah, so I have to plan this very well because we want a mix of... What? No? We do want a mix of residential and community lots, and that's what I'm trying to go for. You don't have to chew on my earring. You don't have to pull it out. Rude. But I am really having fun with this save file. One, I love this world. Oh my gosh, this world is so beautiful. I actually think this is my new favorite world in The Sims 4. As you saw from the intro, it is so pretty. There are great sights. I was kind of finding myself just kind of wanting to hang out in the world and not actually play it and just listen to the sounds in the background and explore the sights, and I kind of did that for a while because I'm like, this is really pretty. But yeah, too, so I'm also super excited about some of the things that came with this pack. So this new wallpaper that we have on the exterior here and the new roof. Oh my gosh, I love the new roof. I like this very like overgrown and kind of old feeling that we got with a lot of the items in this. And I knew right away that's what I wanted to do with this shack. It's like, this is going to be a very overgrown place, and kind of like the people didn't really care so much about it. If you watch my last video, you know, I kind of talked about my ideas of this world. I was kind of figuring there's probably a lot of sketchy people in this world. I don't play with occults, so I don't play with werewolves. Excuse me. I don't play with any of that stuff. So I'm going for more of like the realistic kind of glow with the story here. Flynn? No. Do I have to take my earrings out? You're so pesty. He's gonna end up ripping it out, and it feels so weird. Anyway, what I was saying is I really like adding realism to my game. So for me, seeing this world and it's like run down and grungy, I'm like, all right, immediately what comes to my mind is there's probably a lot of sketchy Sims that live here. And I don't want to give up on this world. Like, I feel like there's some good Sims mixed in here, and I feel like there'd be a lot of like hippies living here, but then there's also a mix of not so great Sims, and that's just completely my story. The Lumberjack home, so I did look into the world a little bit more. I did. And I think like the bulletin board in town says that this was a logging town. So I know I've seen other Simmers make lumberjack houses because, I mean, you kind of have to. And they made it sound like it's past tense for logging, but looking around at the world, there's a lot of like down trees, and I feel like the logging is still going on. Maybe in the past it was doing really well, and now it's maybe not as big of a business, although, which is kind of strange because it's filled with like tons of trees. So I'm still thinking that there's a logging business here and that's going on, and I'm trying to think, it's like, I don't think this sim is sketchy. But then again, it's like, it's so hard for me to make evil, sketchy Sims. I don't know. I just want everyone to be good and get along. But I get that feeling when I'm in this world. So I'm kind of going with that flow for like the story. I mean, obviously, if you download this and you download the save file when it's all done and you want to do something different, you can do that. You do whatever you want. I'm just giving you a world to create your own story in, and this is just, in my mind, this is my story. You don't like the sketchy Sims either? No? Do you want to do peekaboo? Does that make you feel better? You don't want to do peekaboo for anyone, do you? Peekaboo? I don't know. But anyways, so with this home, I figured I was going to do just base game and werewolves, and I kind of started building, and I'm like, can't do it. I thought maybe there would be enough rustic items in this to like fill the whole house of like how I wanted it to be, and I wanted it to be run down, and like I said, the person living here doesn't really care a whole lot, and maybe it's like they're at work all the time, and then they're out hanging out at the lounge, and they're not home much, so they could care less. That's kind of what I was thinking. But anyways, I ended up using Cottage Living because we have a lot of really rustic stuff in that. So I used a base game, I used an expansion pack, and a game pack. So that's pretty good. But yeah, I really thought I would be able to get away with just the two, with werewolves and base game, and I just was not happy with base game stuff. I could not find counters for the kitchen that look good. We have the industrial, which is cool. So if you're doing industrial and werewolves, like with the last build, I feel like that works out pretty good with just the two, but I would highly recommend, if you like that rustic look, Cottage Living and werewolves together is pretty good. And then obviously base game, because we have these like really cool kind of dilapidated looking windows, and they just look worn and old, and those fit in perfectly. And then there's the rustic. Do you have something to say? There's the rustic kind of looking windows with Cottage Living, and then yeah, the Cottage Living counters in the kitchen were just, that is exactly the look I was going for. But yeah, I was trying to do some pack restriction because I'm not very good at that. Sorry guys. I like to use everything in my arsenal when possible, but so I'm doing the starter home, I'm doing a pack restriction, and starter homes are hard for me because I like to go crazy with all the details. But thankfully, we have some really good stuff in debug, so that I did my little cheaty thing with the landscaping. I mean, come on. If you move into a place and it's all overgrown, do you really think the landscaping is worth money? The curb appeal is not great. So it's like, yes, weeds are not going to like get your value of your house up at all. That should make it go down. But yeah, so I didn't have an issue with doing that. I don't know, maybe some of you are a little bit more strict with that. I don't know. I feel like it's realistic. So that's what I did. Also, I am super proud of myself. I made this a 2-bedroom home. Yes. I feel like whenever I make starters, I run out of money, and then it's a 1-bedroom. So this is a 2-bedroom. You could have parents and a kid live here. It's not the greatest environment for a kid, I wouldn't think. I don't know. I kind of had in mind that this would be perfect for a roommate, because I did give that separate second bedroom a private entrance, so you can get to it from the main house, and then they can also come and go from the exterior. So if you had a roommate, I feel like that'd be really realistic. I really think that would be kind of fun. But also, since this is a starter home, I figured, it's basic, it's kind of run down. It would be really fun to basically move into this place and flip it. So make it really nice, bring it up to speed, and make it so it's not dilapidated. But then again, the dilapidated look is fun. But I don't know, that's fun. And that's kind of the fun thing, like starting out, that I used to like doing in a game, is get enough money coming in, and then you can slowly upgrade things and make things look better. And I think that'd be fun. This could be a really, really nice house. You can't really add on much. You could put a second story on this, but otherwise this is a 20 by 15 lot, which seems surprising because I put this on here and I filled out the lot pretty good. I had no room, no more room. And I'm like, I kind of wanted a little bit more room for landscaping, but it worked out fine. It worked out really good. But yeah, we have this nice porch out here. Do you not like the porch? Would you like to come here? But the porch, if you guys have nifty knitting, the like rocking chairs would be so cool on that, but also if you're starting out, you'll have to save up for that. But yeah, so those little things are kind of fun to add in, and this is just the basic. And I actually had a lot of fun with this because are you doing okay? I had fun with this, I think because I had something in my head and I was able to make it a starter home, which is rare. Usually I have to cut out things, which I did change up a few little things because one, I forgot a curtain on one of the windows. So I had to go in and kind of delete some stuff. So some of the clutter on the kitchen counters went bye-bye because I needed the money. And then I also went into debug and replaced it with some free items that are realistic too if someone was living there. So you'll see that in the screenshots. But there's a little bit of landscaping here on the exterior. I'm gonna start to wrap things up. I'm really excited about this series. I have a lot of like really cool, fun ideas. I also plan on working on our Fun in the Sun series. There is not enough time in the week. I want to do so much at once and I don't have the time. So I have to figure out, am I doing another Fun in the Sun series next? Am I continuing on with the save file? I don't know yet. I want to do both at the same time and I can't. But it'll be one or the other. So hopefully you're enjoying this save file series and hopefully you're enjoying the Fun in the Sun. I have really good ideas for both and I'm super excited to share those with you. But thank you once again so much for being here. We really appreciate you. Don't forget to give us a like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and we hope you have an awesome week, and we will see you all next week, everyone. Bye!